Hey friends, today I'm talking about one of my favorite things, which is taking time off from work. Using your vacation time and your PTO, or maybe just taking a mental health day, whatever you want to call it. And why am I talking about this? Because your career happiness depends on it. We all need to take a break from our daily grind. We need to hit the pause button. We need time to reset, rejuvenate, refocus, relax, even if it's for an afternoon, a day, 3 days, a week. It doesn't have to be 2 weeks of a lavish vacation somewhere, as that would be amazing, but it doesn't have to always be that way to have a direct impact on our happiness and our well-being. But I'm a little bit concerned, and that's why I'm doing this video. So prior to the pandemic, there were 55% of us Americans weren't even using up our PTO time. And just imagine what that number is now, because we're not going anywhere. We haven't been doing anything. And if you're like me and when you're working remotely, the lines between your work life and your home life are blurred. And especially if your office happens to be in the main living space, in the kitchen or the living room, how do you disconnect? How do you unplug? Even having our phones available to us, 24 hours a day, it's really, really difficult to take a break, and we need it. So while our PTO is adding up, so are our levels of stress and burnout and exhaustion. And a big part of our career satisfaction and our career happiness, it starts with ourselves, our mindsets, and our overall well-being. And if we are absolutely fried and physically exhausted, how is that even possible? So I have 6 reasons, I should do that, 6 reasons why using your paid time off and taking steps to increase your happiness and your well-being is important for you. You ready? All right, here's step number 1. So it's an employee benefit, first of all. It's part of your compensation package, right? Employers give this to you as a perk. It's a gift. And if you don't use it, you're actually just leaving money on the table. So think of it as a perk, think of it as a gift, and take that time that you have earned. It's there right for you. Number 2, your happiness level will dramatically increase in your personal life and your work life. Just think about taking some time off, again, like an afternoon, have some fun, let go, step outside of your normal day-to-day routine. That's a healthy thing to do. Even if you just plan a staycation, you don't have to go far to take a break. Number 3, remember who you are outside of work. I think we've forgotten about that. I think we have forgotten that we have hobbies and we have interests, and we actually have friends outside of work. So take some time to reconnect with those interests. Whatever it is for you, get outside, be creative, bake cookies, knit, work in the garden, build something, whatever it is, but reconnect with your interests and those things that bring you joy. So number 4, reconnect with your family, your children, and your friends. Those kinds of memories are priceless, right? And you can't recreate those kinds of things. So when was the last time you took a girls' weekend? Or when was the last time you went on a special trip, someplace that your kids wanted to go? Or when's the last time you tried something new, like horseback riding, for example? So these memories are irreplaceable. And if the pandemic has taught us anything, it's that, spending time with those that we cherish, that are close to us, is so, so important. And we can't get that time back. So use it, make that time connection. Number 5 is to prevent burnout. So 1 in 5 employees experience burnout. And since the pandemic, that number has risen to 76% of Americans are experiencing burnout. And those are symptoms like extreme fatigue, insomnia, low energy, which is your extreme fatigue, high stress levels, low performance, low productivity, having a negative mindset. All of those things are symptoms of burnout. And without addressing them, they can lead to actually serious health issues. So it's important to take some time, because not taking time off is a direct correlation to being burned out. And finally, number 6, it's a way to reset your focus and reset your brain. Our brains actually need a break, just like our physical bodies do. And quieting your brain provides you the opportunity to get in touch with yourself and think. Just have some quiet time to think. It's time to reflect and determine if you're even happy at your work, or if you're just going because it's habit and you haven't even stopped to think. Or, maybe you're on the hamster wheel of life and you're just going without even stopping, right? It's just out of pure habit. Maybe you feel like you're simply going through the motions of life. Whatever it might be, taking time off can help you refocus and rethink your goals and gain some perspective on where you're headed in your life and where you're headed in your career. So at the very least, it might inspire you to make some changes in your current job so that you can get things realigned with your values and your interests. Maybe you just need some help with finding your motivation and your energy again. And those are all things that I can help you with. That's where I come in. So if you're feeling like you've lost focus, or you're feeling stuck or unfulfilled or even bored, it might be the right time to make some changes. So if any of these things sound like you, it's a good time for us to talk. If you're even not sure like where to start or how to start, that's a good time for us to talk to you. Maybe you even have some general questions or are in need of career advice. Just reach out. I offer single session and multi-session packages. You can direct message me here on Facebook, or you can email me at jillgerardcoaching@gmail.com. It's Jill Gerard, and it's GERRARD coaching@gmail.com. I'm happy to talk to you and see if us working together even makes sense. You have nothing to lose. Our first discovery session is always free so that we can just chat and see what makes sense for all of us. So until next time, please take some time off and be happy. Thanks.